Hey Taurus, I'm David, and welcome to your tarot reading for the month of July. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Show me Taurus energy. What message do you have for Taurus heading into the month of July? Show me what message you have for Taurus for the month of July. Hope all of you are doing well out there. Show me what message you have for Taurus. Starting off, we had the Five of Wands coming out. Definitely seems like you're gonna be dealing with some type of either like healthy competition or some type of like rivalry, or it could also be like a teamwork effort. Let's clarify. Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse coming out. Excuse me. Alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose. You know what? Taurus with the Seven of Cups the verse is making me feel like right now the message that's coming to me is that you're gonna be working, definitely gonna be busy or working towards something in July, but with the Seven of Cups, it doesn't really align with what you want to be doing. So I feel like some of you gonna be definitely gonna be working. It could be working on a team or working in something that involves some type of collaborative effort. But I feel that some of you gonna have moments throughout the month where you're gonna realize or you're gonna think about this is not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. Like there's a little bit of like conflict with you not really or you acknowledging that this is not what you want to do for the remainder of your life, or this is not what you feel that you should be doing. Clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Energy, passionate, inspiration, action. Okay, well that's good. With the we got the Knight of Wands that came out, so it definitely seems like for some of you, if you do find yourself recognizing that what you're currently doing is not what you feel that you meant to be doing, some of you definitely gonna be taking action in July to better align yourself with what you feel your passions are, or you're gonna at least start taking some type of action. Maybe you're gonna start looking into like ways to get started in another career, or how to get started like altogether. If you haven't started on anything, there's definitely seems like that you're gonna be start. Excuse me, you're gonna be taking some action to either position yourself on a better trajectory on what you feel like will better make you happy with what you're doing for work. What else do you have to tell Taurus? What else do you have to tell Taurus for the month of July? What other message do you have for Taurus? The Queen of Cups in reverse. Inner feeling, self care, self love, independence. Yeah, you know what this also can mean, Taurus, is that there could be some like since you have to collab or work with others, there's a with the Queen of Cups, Taurus. I feel that it might be personalities that you also don't really care for. That's I feel like that's what also triggering this inner thoughts and emotions within you, where it's some of the people that if it might not be all of everyone, but it could just be some personalities that you don't really jive with or you don't really get along that well with. Like maybe you find yourself like faking it or biting your tongue or just dealing with irritating people more than what you feel like you would want to. And I feel like in July it's all gonna be coming to a head where you're gonna just like better align yourself or start putting in an action plan to possibly get out of whatever current situation you're involved with. It sort of gives like a they're just like a relationship. I'm not a relationship, but like your colleagues that you don't really I don't say care for, but you just don't really. It's just like different personalities or mindsets that you just don't really get along with, and you just been faking it, and you just like enough is enough. What else? What other message you have for Taurus for July? What other message do you have for Taurus in the month of July? The King of Wands, natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture. Huh. It could also be King of Wands, Taurus. I'm getting that maybe for some of you, I'm not sure if all of you gonna connect with this. Maybe the conflict itself is you feel that you're following poor leadership. Because with the knight, I mean the King of Wands coming out, it makes me think that part of your resentment is not just like a regular like co-worker like on the same level type of conflict. I feel like there's some of you who feel like you having to follow poor instructions or poor guidance or supervision that you feel like you can't really say nothing to that person because they just have you have to do it their way. And some of you deep down feel that well excuse me, you could do a better job than what your supervisor or manager is doing if you was given the opportunity. The good thing that I do see that some of you gonna be taking some type of action to make some change in July. Clarify the knight, the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel that you see you see a better um option on the table for yourself. I feel that some of you feel that you could do definitely a better job. If not at the same company, you feel like you just wanna you know that you would be a better manager, a supervisor, or a leader like all together because what's going on currently just have that has you not in a not that you're like overly frustrated, but you're not there's parts of you that's not fully complete or happy with whatever situation you currently find yourself in. And deep down you know that this is not what you're meant to do for the rest of your life, and it looks like you're going to be taking some action planning to better align yourself with what you think is better for you. What other message do you have for Taurus? What other message do you have for Taurus? The Strength card in reverse: inner strength, self-doubt, weakness, purity, low energy, struggle. Okay, well, with the Strength in reverse, Taurus, you guys have to be mindful that it's not going to be easy, right? There's going to be times as you work and build towards this goal that you see for yourself. There's going to be times where you're going to feel exhausted and tired, but you're really going to have to be able to just pull on whatever bit of energy that you have to push forward to this goal that you have. These ideas that you want to and these goals that you want to achieve, you gotta be willing to put forth the energy and the action behind it. Because I do with the strength card in reverse, it does makes it seem like some of you gonna recognize that it's not like an easy task, and if you're unhappy, you just gotta be willing to make some temporary sacrifice to help get you to this King of Wand energy, right? Where you're the leader, you're the one who's making all the decisions. That's just not given to anyone. I mean, for I guess for some people they do somehow luck out, but for most of us, we have to put forth the work and time to achieve whatever we would like. So just be mindful of that it's not gonna be like a quick um easy thing to achieve. It's gonna require some effort, some time, and you're gonna feel exhausted at times. You have another message to add or another, show me what else Taurus needs to know. Show me what else Taurus needs to know. Have the moon card in reverse. Release of fear, negative emotions, and a confusion. Um, with the moon card in reverse, Taurus, not the best way to say this. There are gonna be some aspects of what you're of where you're trying to take yourself that's gonna make you feel uneasy. But don't let that stop you from chasing whatever goal or desire you want. Because that's kind of how, at least in my belief, how the whole I won't say network, but the way life is designed, right? I feel, at least in my own experience, in my own opinion, um, for example, college, right? College itself is kind of meant to weed out the people who's like dedicated to stay focused and um on top of like their assignments, their homework, and in the hopes to achieve their that degree, that piece of paper. And not everyone, well, when I was going, I would notice that like during the first 2 weeks of school, the classrooms would be full, but then slowly after those first 2 weeks, I was see the number of people attending go down dramatically. Um and I feel that that's the way society kind of like weed out the people who's not really dedicated to their own goals or plans. And I feel like with whatever you're deciding to put your energy and make your plan, it's not going to be just something that you can expect a easy win. It's going to take some time and dedication for you to pull it off. And there's going to be some parts of it that's going to make you like pause or just not tremble with fear, but it's going to make you uneasy. And if that is the case, Taurus, I would just recommend that you try to go towards that, because what I've also learned through my own journey is that you actually supposed to try to walk towards the things that makes you uncomfortable or makes us trigger a little bit of fear or anxiety, just simply because that's kind of like your, at least in my mind, like a recognition that we're not an expert in whatever matter it is or subject it's about. And the only way to overcome that fear is constantly like doing it or repetition. And I feel like for some of you, you're gonna be having those moments where something's gonna make you feel uneasy or you're gonna feel less confident. If that's the case, just as a suggestion, just don't run away from it. Try to step up towards it, and just over time, just know that you will become an expert, and it become like a second nature thing. Let's go ahead and pull for your love. Show me what love message you have for Taurus for the month of July. Show me what love message you have for Taurus for the month of July. The Page of Cups. Hmm. Creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise. So there might be someone heading your way if you're looking. It does seem like someone that might be a little bit different than what you're used to or what you was expecting. Clarify the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. Then we got the Seven of Cups. Opportunities, wishful thinking, choices. Hmm. Definitely feel like someone is coming in towards you. It could be a water, earth sign. Um, could be a Scorpio for sure. Oh no, I feel like this person just seems a little bit different. Different than what you're used to. But I feel that this is possibly something that you need. Just something that's unusual. Like this person seems a little bit different. What other messages do you have? Clarify the Seven of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Long term vision. Long term view. Hard work. I like the Seven of Pentacles layered with the Seven of Cups because overall I get like this person is not gonna. It's gonna be someone that's different than your norm. Um, but I feel like it's good because at the same time I don't think that this is gonna be someone that's gonna be quick to give up. Right? You guys might have a little bit of like learning curve to learn each other, but overall I feel like this might be a good dynamic for you because it seems like this is someone who's gonna be um committed or up to like really building something that's long term with you. What other message do you have for Taurus? What other message do you have for Taurus? Month of July. Who is coming towards Taurus in the month of July? What love message do you have for Taurus? The Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. Karma, life. Yeah. But now it could be. So we got fire, water, earth. Yeah, I feel like this. Some of you gonna be finding someone that you're gonna feel like this is someone that you are meant to meet, meant to get to know. They definitely seem like they with it for a long term. They want something long term. This person just seems like they just a little bit different than the norm. So it might come to you by surprise, but it definitely seems like over time this gonna seem like this is something that you feel like it was meant for you to meet, or this could be your forever. Have you ever after person? Because it seemed like it was a little bit destined, or some one of you. It could be them, but I feel like it was destined for you guys to meet. What other message do you have for Taurus related to love? What other message do you have for Taurus related to love? The Emperor, back leadership. Man, this is I feel like this is a a very strong connection that I'm picking up on. I honestly I like this for you. I just hope, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna pull one more to close it out. But I just hope you guys don't run. Oops, sorry about that. I just hope you guys don't run this person away. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like the way this person is gonna come in, because they don't come off as your normal type, right? So for some of you Taurus, just be mindful that, or try to be open to, I guess, different types of characters. But I feel like this person is not the type that you usually are. If they are like on the way they look, if they are like attractive, it's something about them that you're gonna find unusual. And I just hope. Last we got the Hermit card, soul searching, introspection, wisdom. Yeah, so you definitely gonna need that. You definitely gonna need the Hermit card to not like try to avoid because I'm getting like there's a little bit of some of you might compromise this connection. I'm just gonna say it that way because there's something about this person that is gonna be unusual than what your norm is, and because they're unusual, I think there's a chance that, and it could also apply to them as well. So just try to be mindful, or in this case, try your best to have an open line of communication because I think if you guys can, I guess, use that as a tool to better understand each other, it can help avoid like any type of like I guess negative consequence from like overthinking or miscommunication. Um but outside of the hermit card, I feel like this person could be a strong possibility for like a long-term thing for you. I think just both of you just got to be committed to getting to know each other. And I think if that's the case, I feel like this gonna you guys gonna be onto something pretty good. So yeah, this is the messages I got for you guys heading into the month of July. I'm interested to know how you guys feel about it. If you any of this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Besides that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.